Days without water along the sun-soaked road. We crawl.
Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me again. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Keturah and I love sharing aspects of my home and lifestyle with you guys. Now, if you don't already know, I live in a small 3.5 rental. And I use my small apartment to show you guys that you can create luxurious spaces of beauty, comfort, and functionality no matter where you live and no matter the size of your space. Now, friends, I want you to understand something. That there is only so much one can do in a setup like this one, especially if you live in a studio apartment where everything is just in your face all the time. Sometimes it can get pretty boring and monotonous. At least that's from my perspective. I'm not saying that this is everybody's perspective. I'm just speaking from my perspective. So for me, a little changing up is necessary. Even if you switching out just one item in the space, that alone can make a difference. That alone can breathe a little bit of life or keep the place feeling fresh. And like I have said before, guys, nothing is ever set in stone when it comes to decorating your home. Now, I do agree that there are some guidelines that you can follow, yes, but hey, this is your space. You do your thing in your space. You wake up one morning and you feel like putting your console table in the middle of your living room. That's fine. Do that. Okay? Now, I'm just exaggerating just to make you understand that this is your place. You do what makes you feel good. I mean, we work hard. We go out there and we work hard. So we want to come home to a place, to a space that makes us feel good. A space that helps us to relax and to unwind. There's so much stress outside there. So you do your thing in your place and have fun with it. Let's not take it so seriously. Let's not take life too seriously all the time. Okay? Now friends, as you can see, I have a neutral color scheme going on in my place and I am absolutely in love with it simply because it can be used all year round, which is one of the things that you want to keep in mind if you live in a small space. You want that the pieces that you bring in or the color palette that you use for your home decor can be used all year round. Because remember, one of the major challenges of living in a small space like this one is storage. So you want, when you go to the store and you take something off the shelf and you take it home, it has to serve more than one purpose. It should be something that you can use in any space in your home. Something that is multifunctional, something that is not a one-time use and then you have to find some place to store it again. No, you want to be really intentional about the pieces that you are bringing in. So one of the things that I do in this small space is I try to keep my major pieces or my staple pieces neutral. Now you can apply this principle in any space, big or small, but it works especially in a small space. I try to keep the major pieces, and by major pieces or staple pieces, I mean furniture, mirrors, artwork, light fixtures, and so on. I try to keep it on a neutral palette, and I change up the smaller things that can be easily stored away, like florals and little accessories and pillow covers, stuff like that. So these things you can play around with when it comes to your choice of color, your pop of color. But the major pieces, you can try to keep it on the neutral side. Now, this is not to say that you cannot bring in something else like a colored vase or something, but like I said earlier on, you want to be intentional. So if there is a particular look that you are going for and it calls for having a colored vase or a colored something, do that. Hey, like I said, it's your space. You feel free to do whatever you want. But I'm thinking in terms of long term. I'm thinking in terms of storage. Those of us who live in small spaces, you know the challenges that we face. And let's face it, not all of us have the means to go out there and rent a storage room. And especially if you are renting an apartment, some of us don't have the luxury of living on the ground floor. Like I know here in Quebec, if you live on the ground floor, certain things come along with it. So like, for example, you have the garage. So you can use the garage as part of your storage space. But this is not the reality for a lot of us. For example, I live on the second floor. So all I have is just a porch in the back and a porch in the front, and that's it. So when I talk about being intentional about the pieces that you bring in, I am speaking from my perspective, from the experience that I am having in my little space, and I just hope that it resonates with somebody out there. So guys, we are almost to the end, and I want to thank you for your company. Thank you for choosing me. Like I always say, we can all be doing something else, but you chose to click on the channel, so I am truly appreciative of this. And I do hope that you were inspired in some way, that you did get something out of the video, and that you would be able to apply it in your own life, in your own space. As always, guys, I would ask that you support me by giving a like to the video and going to the comment section and leaving a comment. Let me know what your thoughts and opinions are about this particular video. When you comment, I do get the opportunity to learn about you guys, the way you think, the way you see life, because we all see life through different lenses. So I do love and appreciate when you comment or when you give advice, when you make suggestions. Because like I have said, I don't know everything. Nobody knows everything. I am here to learn. I am here to grow. So I want to thank you for all the many different ways in which you support me and encourage me on this journey. Thank you so much once again, guys. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.